Hello, fellow mushroom people, and also humans. I won't forget you this time, so welcome to this video. And today I will be making up a book. Okay, so in this video I want to talk about the book that I would immediately pick up if it existed. So I will just go through some things that I would love to see in a book. So yeah, just let's get started. Okay, so for this I will go through some things like genre, setting, plot, characters, villain, general things that are just that I want to be in this book that doesn't exist. So if you are a writer and want to make me happy, just take some notes and just write this book. Okay, so I am a avid fan of fantasy books, so of course I want my book to be in a fantasy setting. So I would like this setting to be very dark and mysterious. I want the world where this takes place in to be very old and mysterious. So I think that at one point in this world there have been gods or godlike beings with immense power, and they built up this old civilization. And so I want there to be buildings and cities and places that look so out of this world and so different from what we know, just because of their architecture and also the fact that they are enormous. So I want them to be like very huge towers and cities, and also like those entryways to those places, they have to be very high up so that, I don't know, a human can fit in there like 25 times. So I want things to be very big, but that's just the things the old civilization built. So at the point where the story is going to take place, this civilization is long gone. So I think some cataclysmic event happened, and they had to either go into hiding or they all died, except for maybe a few of them. Maybe some of them are still hiding somewhere, and we'll get to meet them later in the book. But yeah, I want this world to be like renewed. So when humans settled in this place, they found all those old ruins, and they had to think about what those places were, and maybe they came in touch with some very old and dangerous magic, and like some of them gave into temptation and took the magic for themselves, and it corrupted them. And so yeah, I want the world to be a very, very dark place. I don't know why, but somehow I tend to enjoy hopeless and dark settings kind of worlds. So yeah, I want that in this book. So now for the protagonist. So the protagonist, I think, let's make her a she. So it's a woman, and I think she grew up in a very remote village. So this place where she comes from, this place hasn't really come into contact with anything related to those old gods. So they lived in their, I don't know, fishing village or farming village, somewhere in the mountains, and they lived a very peaceful life. And then something happens. So there is a knight. So let's make her a lady knight. And so the knight shows up in this village, and she's like, oh, there's stuff going on in the capital or somewhere. So the power of the old gods, it's come back to life, and it's just spreading through the country and killing people, turning them insane, something like that. So the old magic is coming back, and so this knight who came from different place, so she believes that the protagonist is the only one who can like save the world. And so they end up traveling together. And I really want the protagonist to be a person who doesn't know shit about this world. So she gets thrown into this dark place and she has to cope with all the crazy things that are going on there. So I wouldn't mind some horror in this story. So there could be some horror elements because of all those crazy things that happened because of that old magic that's corrupting people. I don't know, like I wouldn't mind some body horror, or I don't know, really big beasts and demons and stuff, but it all has to be creative. So I don't want some, I don't know, generic dragon. He has to have something extra, like 10 feet or 2 mouths. So I don't know, I'm not the writer, get creative people. So yeah, this place is very, very weird. I want weird stuff in this book. So those two travel the land, and as they go along, so I think, so even though the knight came from somewhere else, she doesn't know that much about the world either. So she just, I don't know, she came from a monastery, let's have her come from a monastery, and she just picked up on this prophecy, and so she got told that the protagonist is the one who can save the world, and they travel through this world and they get to see some very horrific things, and they are making their way, and as they're going along, they stop it please. So, and as they're going along, maybe they wonder if the things they are doing is really helping people, or if it's really, so if the world can be saved at all, because they get to see some not so nice things. Yeah. So, but in the end, I think they will make it to like the seat of the gods, and they will encounter some of those old and lost beings, and so the knight is just a knight. She doesn't have any, she's not that special, and the protagonist, she can't do anything. So she can be a smart person, so she's quick to catch on to things. But in the end they have to win with their wits and not with their strength. So they make it to the end, and I don't know, I think I want this book to end in a very dark and I think bittersweet way. So I don't want a very bad ending, but I don't want the good ending either. So they make it to the end, and they have to face whoever is causing all this madness or illness in the world. And I think it's going to be one of the humans and not one of the gods. Maybe the person just siphoned the power of the gods to use it for themselves. And so that they just, I don't know, so something went wrong. They wanted the power of the gods and they couldn't control it, so it got out in the world and infected all the people. And like I said, it doesn't go well. And yeah, they stop this person, but so maybe one of them dies in the end, or both of them die, but together. Or did I mention that so maybe there should be some romance in the book between the two main characters. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah. So also I want this world to be very lore heavy. So I think every new place they visit should be like one place that was home to a god, maybe like thousands of years ago, and that there are still things that are connected to this god. So they get to see different places that have been influenced by different gods, and I want the places to be quite different from each other, so that, I don't know, one place is so one place maybe it's, I don't know, full of gold, it's been a very golden tower or something, and the other one is like a black city where everything is dark and sad. Yeah, okay, I think those are all the elements I would like to have in this book. So if you're a writer, go wild. Just go with your imagination, and please write this story. I would love to read it, and then you can send it to me for free. I will pay for it, so I don't mind paying. And then I will read it and I will review it on this channel. And what better way to get free promotion than having me review your story that I just pitched you? So it would be very nice. So yeah. And as for you viewers, thank you for watching this video. It was just kind of, I don't know, I thought I would like to make up a book. And yeah, that's it for today. I think I'll come back with some real books next time, but see you.